Hey everybody, I'm out here on my well-worn workbench and I'm going to show you what I typically carry when I go concealed. I'm going to show how I carry. Before I get started, always want to make sure you carry legally and safely. Know the laws and get training. When I do start, I always like to start with the rationale of my use case. My use case consists of something that I can A, put on and take off very quickly. B, is deeply concealable with a variety of shirts or jackets in all weather. C, is comfortable. And D, is quickly accessible. The main machines I choose for this task are in my right pocket, and I'm right-handed. I go with my Ruger LCR and 357 Magnum. I usually load it with 38 Special Plus Ps since shooting Magnum loads out of a gun this light is not pleasant. In my left pocket, I go with my Glock 27 in 40 Smith & Wesson. Both machines are kept in DeSantis Nemesis pocket holsters, and you must have a holster for each gun or the trigger would be exposed, and that's just a dangerous situation whether it's in your pocket or elsewhere. I keep an extra magazine for the Glock, and I keep a Bianchi speed strip for the Ruger. I probably would never even try to reload the Ruger, but having extra ammo doesn't hurt, and this little speed strip is fairly light, and we'll weigh these up here in a little bit. I like keeping a revolver in my primary pocket. In other words, this is in my right hand for critical incident, because getting the first few rounds off reliably and quickly would be key. And I don't have to worry about dropping a magazine, or if there was some sort of melee, would the gun get jammed, just keep pulling the trigger. Now, if it ran out, again, I would go to my backup gun, which would be my Glock. Also, too, having an extra weapon, if I was ever, had time to react, and who knows, there was terrorists or God knows what, I could give this firearm to someone else who may not have a lot of training, and revolvers are very easy to use. Now, I mix these up from time to time, and sometimes I'll use my Smith & Wesson M&P 40 Compact, my Glock 26, and occasionally a Glock 19, or even my Smith & Wesson M&P full size in 40 Smith & Wesson. I feel comfortable with any of those machines. The LCR wins out as the primary machine due to the very light weight and reliability. Someone could argue that I should standardize on two machines with the same caliber, like a Glock 19 or a Glock 17, and that's a valid point, but I feel between the LCR and the Glock 26 or 27 or those other machines, I've got enough ammo capacity that those provide. I commonly wear Duluth Trading fire hose khakis or shorts, and I pocket carry in those. And I've got all kinds of pairs, different colors, lengths, that sort of thing. And I use those because I can easily pocket carry in them. I can wear them year-round. They've got generously sized pockets. They're easy to pocket carry any of the machines I've listed, and they fit a big man like me very nicely. As you can see in this demonstration that I'm going to do in the next scene, the Duluth khakis easily conceal any of the machines that I have, and I've got the Glock and my Ruger in my pocket in that demonstration. Okay, let's weigh these guys up. The Glock is coming in at about 1 pound 13 ounces, well under my 30 to 32 ounce kind of guideline limit for a concealed carry firearm. And the Ruger LCR is coming in at about 1 pound 5 ounces. And that 10 or so ounces less on the Ruger LCR really makes it different. This is such a comfortable firearm to carry. Oh, we'll do this one. If we look at the extra magazine, about 7 ounces fully loaded for the Glock 27 magazine. And less than 3 ounces for the fully loaded Bianchi speed strip with 38 specials in there for the LCR. Whether you carry or not, awareness is key. You need to have eyes in the back of your head, be aware of what's around you, behind you, is anyone following you? If not, you'll be susceptible to surprise attack and you'll be easy prey. If a suspicious or dangerous situation ever arose, you have the opportunity through awareness to recognize it and get away, and that's your primary course of action. If I could not get away and I found myself in a threatening situation, first thing I would do is I would use stern verbal commands to try to de-escalate the situation, to try to make it known to that person that I'm not someone you want to mess with, and be as forceful as I can to try to de-escalate. If I couldn't de-escalate, I'd put my left arm forward, acting kind of as a buffer, and have my right hand positioned on my Ruger LCR ready to go. In the following demonstration, I'll be using a mock gun, and I'll show you how I would approach this. It's a non-working airsoft gun, and you'll see how fast I can transition to the ready position, to the fire position, since through awareness I can anticipate a potential threat and have my hand on the machine ready to draw if necessary, and preferably disengage if possible. I've not found another carry method that affords this level of preparation and quickness of action. As you can see, that was a pretty fast draw. I hope you find this useful, and hopefully it gave you some food for thought on how you want to carry. Always remember, think freedom.